sunburn if I can help it.
Hey guys, Ellie and Megan here. Today we're at the sanctuary. It is a very hot Saturday. It's about 1 o'clock. I was just playing football early in the morning. I have a group of friends. We play at about 9 a.m. to try to avoid the blistering heat, but it didn't even work as early as we played today. I was sitting there sweating like a dog, getting sunburnt like a maniac at 10 a.m. And so it's really, really, really hot. So we can't be out here too long. Oh boy, especially not with him on the loose. Bubby, watch out, Cornholio's coming. What's wrong?
I don't even want to deal with him.
You don't want to deal with him?
I'm still like really angry at him.
Oh yeah, Cornholio messed Megan up a few days ago. Last time we were here, he attacked her like usual, but his talons kind of like stuck to her legs and she had some really bad bruises. Here, I'll show y'all on the screen just how purple they are. It was awful. And so
it hurts.
Meg's still recovering from that 3 days later or so. But today we weren't really here to talk about all that. We do have some really sad news. I don't like to make sad videos too often, but you know, when you have so many animals, it's just kind of a part of life. It happens. We had one of our beloved pets pass away last night. Well, actually, when you see this, it'll be a while in the future. But right now, as we're talking, it was just last night. Our sweet Pebbles passed at some point overnight. She'd been sick for a little bit with, what was it? Anemia and vitamin deficiency. And we just seen her a few days. She was looking really sluggish and lethargic, and so we were saying our prayers that she would pull through, but we knew that it was going to be tough. Like, kind of, it could have gone either way, sort of a thing. I'm gonna walk away from him. I don't feel like dealing with that right now. No, but oh goodness, not now, Cornholio. We're gonna miss our sweet Pebbles, though. She was really special. Speaking of Cornholio, actually, Pebbles was the first goat that ever defended me from Cornholio. He wasn't even trying to hurt me back in those days. Cornholio would always...
Stop!
I need to go help her. I think it's time to make a run for it. You gotta get around him. Are you okay?
Mother trucker! Get
Mother trucker.
So sick of you.
Stop it, Cornholio. That's why. Are you okay? That's why we've been locking him up lately.
That's the second time you've got me in my nose square.
In your nose square. Are you okay, though?
Yeah.
Okay, she's fine.
That's why we're jeans today. Because I knew he would do it at least once.
But speaking of Cornholio, Pebbles was the first goat that would ever defend me. Cornholio wouldn't even attack me in those days. He just wanted to kind of get near me. He wanted to try to, it was kind of silly, but he'd try to hump my legs or hump my feet. I don't know what he thought he was doing with that. But here, I'll put some videos on the screen. He would try to get near me, and Pebbles was so protective of us. She thought that he was trying to hurt us and maybe do stuff that he shouldn't do. So she would headbutt him and he would just go running away. He knew not to mess with her. Pebbles was the first goat that I saw really stand up to the geese. Even Ringo, as mean as he was, Ringo was kind of more of a let them do their own sort of thing kind of goat. But when the geese would try to grab Pebbles by the neck or they would try to be rough with her, Pebbles would fight back. So she just had the heart of a warrior. Pebbles also was the first animal that I ever firsthand saw go through a depression. We always talk about how the animals around here, they are so inspiring because they overcome things that a lot of humans go through. They're really, really similar to us in the funny qualities, the good traits they have, but they're also similar in some of the adversity that they face and how they overcome it. I think that's why a lot of people love the sanctuary videos so much. Anyways, you know, you got your Imogene after Hurricane Harvey. You got Ringo, like getting old, kind of slowing down a bit. Ivy with her physical afflictions. A lot of animals have gone through injury, even Trixie's been hurt and stuff like that, leg injuries, arthritis, whatever the case may be. A lot of animals go through physical problems, but Pebbles was the first one that I ever saw emotionally distressed. When her twin brother Bam Bam passed away, you could just see her demeanor change like that, going from super hyper, playful, energetic. She then became very lethargic. Melancholy is a word that people used to describe her. Very down, just very little will to live. This picture right here of her just sitting there lifeless under my dad's truck basically sums it all up. A lot of us have been there before, emotionally distressed through traumas and other things that happen. But Pebbles was so inspiring to be able to overcome it and move forward. I think she knew that Bam Bam, her twin brother, wouldn't have wanted her to suffer and live in misery. It's good to mourn and to pay your tributes to lost loved ones, of course, but I think Bam Bam ultimately wanted her to move on with her life and, you know, just make him proud in all that she did. And she did that very, very well. Likewise, I think right now Pebbles would want us to, of course, mourn and to feel sad because we're going to miss her. But at the same time, I think she wants us to move forward, to continue making the videos, continue supporting and lifting each other up, continue being balls of energy the way that she was. And most of all, I think she would just want us to move forward and, you know, do things that would make her proud. So that's kind of what I'm going to do my best to do. I know it's not always easy, but we will miss Pebbles. She was a special one. Well, guys, I don't know. There ain't a whole lot more to say than that. I'm trying to remember other things. Pebbles was an icon. That's another big thing, too. Out of all the animals that I know, people talk about a lot, Pebbles is one of the names that I see mentioned the most on my videos. I bet you if you were to like list the 10 most famous names of animals on the I'm a Survivor Sanctuary, Pebbles would easily be in the top 10. She's one of the more iconic names that you just say it and everybody instantly knows who you're talking about, sort of a thing. I remember several years ago, there was a lady who lived in, I think it was New York, somewhere up north. And she was a very avid viewer of the I'm a Survivor Sanctuary videos. She said that she knew all the animals by name. She just watched the videos every single day. The most diehard fan you could think of. She found herself in Texas because she was visiting some in-laws or some family, something like that. And I forget the exact circumstances, but they ended up being at the sanctuary for a day because they lived nearby and it was convenient. And when she got here, I remember she was talking about how big of a fanatic she was. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to quiz you. I'm going to point at an animal and I want you to tell me their name. We're going to see how good you really are. And she was like, all right, and I'm ready. And so I pointed at Huck and I said, who's that? And she blurts out Pebbles instantly. And I was like, no, not quite. That's Huck. Close though. And so that right there, I think, is a testament to how popular Pebbles' name is. Even though she didn't get it correct, it's funny how she sees a random goat and just instantly thought of Pebbles. So if you ever wondered whether her name is popular or not, or whether that's an iconic marquee name around here, then that story should tell you all you need to know. Look at Meg over there. She got some donkeys with her. She got old Donkey Dan. I think that's Imogene behind her. I'm gonna go over there and see what she's up to. I think she's making a video right now. She's gonna start making her own videos pretty soon here. She's already edited a lot of them, but she's gonna go ahead and get herself an archive. She's gonna get herself about 20 videos or so before she makes her channel public. So be on the tune for Made by Megan soon. That's the name of her channel. With that said, though, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all be sure to let me know in the comments what kind of stuff you guys want to see. Y'all be sure to send y'all's thoughts and prayers to us and to our family. There's so many of us that are going to be, you know, mourning and not quite the same for the next few days. A lot of us really, really loved Pebbles, the sweet goat. So we appreciate your thoughts and prayers and condolences and just encouraging, supportive, and loving words, you know. With that said, though, I hope you all have an incredibly blessed day. And as I always say, your boy Ellie out.